Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long way, but we knew we'd get there someday. They said, I'll bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. Girl, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Girl, you're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. I'm glad we didn't listen. Look at what we would be missing. They said, I'll bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. Girl, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Girl, you're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. Girl, you're still the one. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. Girl, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Girl, you're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. Girl, you're still the one. Girl, you're still the one. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby.
Work boots, they got dust on. Farm trucks, they got rust on. Friday nights, they got a buzz on them. Girl shows up and does what she does on them. 2 lanes, corn, hay, and beans on them. You come back if you ever leave on them. That's the way out here, the way we all grew up. Red runs in our veins, blue jean girls sliding our trucks. There's a little slow in our talk and a lot of cold in our beer. It's the way the good Lord made us way out here. We keep it small town cool, we keep it country all day. Would it happen any other way than the way out here? Front porch, got a dog on it. Mess up, you and daddy have a talk on it. Sunday pew, sang a song on it. Washed in the blood, sins all gone on it. That's the way out here, the way we all grew up. The red runs in our veins, blue jean girls sliding our truck. There's a little slow in our talk and a lot of cold in our beer. Just the way the good Lord made us way out here. We keep it small town cool, we keep it country all day. Wouldn't have it any other way than the way out here. come back if you ever leave on them. That's the way out here, the way we all grew up. Red ones in our veins, blue jean girls sliding our trucks. It's a little slow in our talk and a lot of cold in our beer. It's the way that the Lord made us way out here. We keep it small town cool, we keep it country all day. Would it have been any other way than the way out here?
Said these words, but here goes nothing. I'll fight off the nerves, 'cause I'm feeling something new. I've never loved no one like you. I wanna make you my forever. Take on this crazy life together. You and me at 85 would mean I lived a perfect life. Real shiny, baby. Ooh, love how my last name looks on you. Yeah, I wanna make you my forever. Take on this crazy life together. You and me at 85 would mean I lived a perfect life. I wanna say you're mine. I wanna make you my forever.
Everybody knows your name in a small town. Ain't a twisted up back road we ain't run down. Got a live it up reputation. Everybody here says we're crazy for the way we roll, but that's the way we roll. A little reckless, a little rough round the edges, can't help it. Lord knows we can get a little helping. Burn down a Saturday night with some 100 proof. You set it on fire, shoot me that smile. Baby, I'm wild, wild about you. I'm wild about you. Let them call us crazy if they want to, but they never had the kind of thing we do. You got a crazy heart just like mine, and girl, you love me. Baby, I'm wild, wild about you. I'm wild about you. Stars shining through the darkness, burning through a hometown sky. Lean in for a slow kiss, and that look in your eyes. A little reckless, little rough round the edges, can't help it.
Yeah, so price has, I believe, has hit the daily high right here. So now it's shifting. It's just taking its sweet time. We had a couple false entries here. What I could have done is wait a little aggressive.
Caught a flight to Arizona to feel that desert heat light a spark. Took a drive to California to feel that ocean breeze bring a new start. Everything that I was searching for never quite felt like home. To someone like you, wrecked my plans, couldn't let you slip through my 2 hands. Hey,
Sorry, I didn't even realize it was on. That's funny. Did you hear anything? Okay, yeah. So we're just waiting for price to break structure here. We had a few false starts here. 1, 2, 3. I was just a little aggressive. What I could have done is just wait for this 5-minute structure here, which it hasn't had. Right now, it just seems like it wants to retest this upper area for the day. This 134 price loves whole numbers, so it might come back up, fill this 134 level, and then retrace for the day. So I just have a 1 to 10 set for my trade, but realistically looking for a price to hit this 1 hour imbalance at 133.48 or even a little bit further. This is a really big 1 hour imbalance from here to here. So the chance of this hitting, very, very likely. If this decides to sell off during New York session or maybe Asia session. You can see the other pound pairs have been selling off too. Yeah, no problem. Good luck with your trading. Let's see if we got to break a structure here. So these 5 minutes here. I trade everything. So today I was focused on what had moved the most during Asia and London session, and pound dollar was one of the highest ones. All the pound pairs, the pound overall moved a lot last night. So I'm just looking for retracements during New York session. So usually if Asia and London push one direction, New York will push the other, and so that's just what I'm waiting for with the pound dollar. And I like the dollar pairs, the USD pairs. because they have low spreads. So I can have aggressive entries with 5 pip stops here, and it'll actually play out pretty good. This is my first time streaming in like 2 years, so it's a little weird, but gotta get used to it again. I like teaching people about trading. I think it's really empowering, helping people learn a skill set to ideally, make as much money as possible, make money anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, you can always make money. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you joining the stream. I'll get a webcam soon. I live in a rural property now, so I had to get Starlink, and I'm just setting all that up right now. So it seems like it's okay now. So hopefully I can continue to stream. I'll probably stream every New York session. Okay, so we're getting an entry here. Just want to see, yeah, I'm in officially. So, but there's there's 2 imbalances here. So it means, see with these candles, price broke and then never retested this area. So there's 2 imbalances here. So I might get screwed and price comes back up and fills these imbalances. But as long as it can aggressively keep selling here, like if it breaks this 5-minute structure, it should keep breaking. But yeah, it sucks that there's these imbalances on my entry. But this will probably be my last trade for the day. Might just be one of those losing days. I'll make some notes. I'll take less aggressive entries tomorrow. Like I'll wait for these 5-minute swing lows. So like if I would have just waited for these to break, I would have avoided 3 of these losses. But I mean, that's hindsight. I didn't know there's a chance that price broke here and then kept going, and I would have completely missed the trade. So, and that was at 7:30. So New York had already opened at that point. So there would have been enough volume here to break this and keep going. But hopefully that happens now. Hopefully it doesn't retrace here. You can see it printed another 1-minute imbalance here. So let's just see where this is. My spread is about a pip or 1.2 pips. So even if this imbalance comes and fills, I should still be okay. But not these 2, obviously, I'd be out. We really just need this 5-minute to break here. Set an alert. Can check something I like to use. I'll just bring it over here. I don't know if this stream is delayed. I have to see. So yeah, like looking at this here. I'm not sure if the stream is delayed or if it's live. It looks on YouTube, it looks a little bit delayed, but I'll see if I can fix that. But looking here, this is what I use in the morning to determine if I want trades. So as far as the day goes, pound dollar moved 0.65, so it's quite a bit. Pound Swiss as well, and I think there's a couple other pound pairs, but they probably already sold off, which is a good sign. And yeah, so I just look to see what's kind of overbought or oversold for the day going into New York session, then decide if I want to take trades on that pair. I have a level at 133.613. Are you entered short right now? Yeah, it's called market milk. Yep. Okay, so we're hitting this 5-minute swing low. Hopefully there's a good push here. So far, so good. Yeah, and realistically, so like even though I took these 3 losses, this trade is good for 1 to 10. It's actually probably good for more than that, but that'd be a lot. Like a 50% retracement for the day would be right here. So that's pretty close. 10.4. So if I'm down 3 for the day, all I need is a 1 to 4. Technically, I'm profitable. So as long as you have a good risk reward, so like this is all I need for the day, which is a 1 hour imbalance here. So this is like a very, very safe trade here. Yeah, I entered a bit earlier than you with my own analysis before getting here in your live. Okay, yeah, perfect. What's your entry at? Take this. Oh, 133. Oh, you got a nice entry. 133.95. Yeah, right around the 134 mark. That's great. I mean, I would have been totally fine entering in that area too, but I was waiting for a break of structure. I'm trying to be more disciplined with my entries, so another trick I use, it's really helpful. So I use the average true range. So if you go on the daily here, um, just look over here. So today it's moved 142 pips, and on the average, the last 5 days, including today, moves 100 pips. So technically it's 40%. It's already moved 40% more than it normally moves the last 5 days. So there's just a good chance that coming into New York session, it's going to sell off because New York's not going to pay London prices generally, right? This is all hypothetically, but yeah, it just tends to, like, think about if you woke up to this and you're a New York banker, you're not going to buy it at 134 as it's already moved so much in the day, right? Even if you decide to buy it, you'll drive the price down first to like this 50% mark, or at least the 38.2, fill this imbalance and then go and then head higher. But um, I mean, the first move is the downwards move, so that's what we're catching. Used VWAP and volume. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah, that's a great entry. 195 or 133.95. Super great entry. Yeah, like that's 12 pips better than mine. But I mean, I had no drawdown with this entry, so there's zero drawdown, and like that's why I like break. I used to be at the type of trader, and it screwed me a lot. That I would just, as prices going up, I'm like, okay, well, it's got to turn around at some point, and then I would, I would short somewhere in here instead of waiting for it to consolidate, create structure, and break. I would just enter, and then yeah, pay the price a lot. So now I wait for structure to shift, solidify some swings here. Like on the 5 minute, you can see it better. These are clear swing lows, and now it broke. So, but there's a 5 minute imbalance here. So if price decides to come back, it might come and fill this imbalance. I'm just going to set an alert here. So far, so good. Might actually close this at this 1 hour imbalance, or we're just shy. I guess this 30 minute imbalance. Yeah, it's quite a large 30 minute imbalance, but I mean, both of these are really good. I think this is such a solid trade, but I might just get out here because I got a lot of stuff to do today. I don't want to watch this, but we'll let this hit this, and then we'll decide if we want to take our profits because, like I said, this is a 1 to 4. I was a little aggressive with these entries, so I'm still going to be profitable as soon as price hits this area. So oh yeah, that'll happen. I remember I got lucky a lot at the start too, and then you get overly confident, and then you have no idea what you're doing. So, but no, you had a great entry. This time it looks like it paid off for you. So at least, I mean, you're up a bit already. So you wanted to go. What's your what's your take profit? 133.63. You said. Yeah, what's going to happen most likely is once price comes down and hits this 1 hour imbalance, it's probably gonna have a pullback. So I'll probably get out at that point. Okay, you're trailing your stop. Good idea. Yeah. So I mean, and if at 195 here, let's see, or 133.95 1. Yeah. I mean, you got so much profit here. You could just let it run, move it to break even, trail it. Any of those things would be great. Yeah, I could see. I prefer to do not be too greedy, so I do not mind to close a bit early. Yeah, exactly. Because like this can reverse at any time. You can, like, as nice as this is moving, because it broke structure here, and it's moving really nice. Look at all these imbalances it's creating. So like it's gonna decide to fill those at some point, and then because there's a big imbalances here, what I mean, you might not know what I mean by imbalances, but you can see how price came up with like this is the 1 hour. You can see how price came up with these big candles, and it never came back and filled these. So there's a ton of buyers between here and here, here and here. Like there are a shit ton of buyers. So odds are, as soon as price comes down into this area, it's going to get bought up because that's where people wanted to buy. So buyers wanted to buy it here, but they never got in, and then they wanted to buy it here, never got in, and so finally price is coming back, retesting these areas. So yeah, you can see, look at this big uh, bullish candle. This is only the 1 minute, but yeah, we might get a slight pullback. Even if you just look at from here to here, we've had no pullback. So like as nice as this is to be in, like for example, my entry right here with zero drawdown, just absolutely perfect. But the downside is there's all these imbalances that need to be filled in this, and price never retrace. So price might come back up to here, retrace, and then come back downwards. But again, how much does it retrace? If it decides to fill these imbalances, that'll screw me. So I'm probably going to move mine to break even. Yeah, my entry was perfect with zero drawdown. And so, but it moved so well that it creates imbalances. So like that can be an issue. But, and again, if I didn't take these, but I'll make notes and I'll just see. So like each one of these entries, like this was at 733, 739, 801. So I'll look at my journal and I'll just see, like if I never, if I don't win trades before 8 a.m., then I would have never taken these. So you just set little rules to make you more profitable. Oh, your English is fine. So we're getting a little bit of consolidation. It hasn't hit this 1 hour imbalance yet. It still looks okay though. Another thing I want to look at is, oh, I gotta move this to break even quick here. 133, 832. Yeah, my entry was actually perfect. Even with my broker, I got to fill right at 133,832. So yeah, it's coming up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't come up much past these imbalances. I really just want one more little push down here. But another thing to look at, so like if we look at the 4 hour here, again, check out this ATR. So we're at 32 pips and it usually moves 48. So we still have some room to go in this 4 hour candle, roughly 16 pips on average. So 16 pips from here, let's say, would be right at 48. So you closed your trade. Did it hit your take profit? Because you said you're at one. Your your take profit was 133.63, I believe. Still has enough range within the next 4 hours, or sorry, the next 2 hours to go to here, but some big imbalances here. This 1 hour, this 30-minute, big imbalance here. The 1 hour, 30-minute, even these 15s. It'll just eat up a lot of shorts. Come on, I just need one little push. Yeah, closed already as it touched the volume area, high level, and I had the trailing stop anyway. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, not a place to be out. What time was your entry at? 133.95? Like right around 8:38? Or was it earlier on in the session here? Yeah, because you literally got in like the two highs of the session. I wouldn't even count this part of the session. You really got in at like the high. Some light consolidation right now. It's not pulling back aggressive, so that's nice. Oh, we just need one little more push. One little push down. I'd be happy with 133.64. Just because I have to go soon. And like I said, there's so many imbalances here. So, like, do I think this is going to continue to sell off for the day? I do, but at the same time, like, these are massive imbalances. The amount of buyers that are here, um, there's probably not enough momentum to keep going. Like, it's probably not going to blast through these imbalances. It's going to slowly, it's going to hit this one, maybe come back up a little bit, and then slowly trickle down, hit this, and that'll probably be it for the day. Yeah, I was following the price since this early afternoon. Here in Italy is 5 p.m. Oh yeah, the time difference. So when it reached the top, I saw some empty nodes volume over there and had some confirmation with the VWAP. Oh yeah, perfect. Another thing I use, I'll show you. I have three screens here, so I'll just bring this one over. I use this clock. So you can see like London sessions coming to an end. I mean, really, it's already pretty slow. Technically, it closes at 5 p.m., but um, so I watched the London changeover to New York, and then a lot of people don't know this, but so New York, because they call it New York session, right? New York is a New York State is a $2 trillion GDP, but California, so where Los Angeles is and San Francisco, is actually close to 4 trillion. So California is way bigger than New York, but people don't realize that. So, and it's still early there. So imagine when uh, all the people in California, all the bankers decide to wake up and place their positions. Um, you're going to get a lot of volume too. So, and like between now and the next 2 hours, you're going to get a lot more volume come in. So, I focus on the London changeover to New York and then the New York changeover to Los Angeles, but really it's California. So, yeah, if you watch those time zones, it's really important for trade entries, right? If you just think about it logically, when volume is going to enter the market, and it's not just volume in general, but it's specific volume. So, with a changeover, so we'll go back to this personal clock here. So, like the London banks are deciding to exit their positions now as the day comes to an end, whereas California is sitting down and deciding, hey, what positions do we want to take for the day? So you can have a big market changeover between these two time zones. Oh, so far this trade's looking good. Come on, one more little push. One more little push. Yeah, I'll get a webcam probably next week so you guys can see me. Weird being on camera, but I'll get used to it. Come on, we need one more push, guys. One more push. We created a swing high here, so that's really, really nice to see. Price came up, filled this imbalance, and then, yeah, didn't have enough volume or enough push at the moment, I guess, to push to these imbalances, so that's good. If it can just break this, it should have enough momentum to hit my take profit here at 133,632, giving me a 1 to 4 R, which makes me profitable on the day, even with these false entries here. And then I'll be happy. So, yeah, I should be able to stream every New York session. That's my goal. It depends on the rest of my schedule, looks like. You're really good at the live, as I can clearly understand what you're saying. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, streaming wasn't really something like I did it a few years ago, but then I just stopped. Again, I moved to a rural property, so the internet wasn't as good. But yeah, I figured like I'm looking at charts for 3 hours every morning anyway, so I might as well share them if someone wants to listen and learn. All right, we just need this to break. Anytime there's a swing, so like this is swing high, this is swing low, obviously. As soon as price hits this, it should break it. Like it should be aggressive. So we'll see. Okay, it's hitting it. It's hitting it. But again, there's these imbalances here, so like it's gonna have a real tough time going through past these. This candle technically didn't even break it. It rejected it. Let's see quickly here. Yeah, this is another part that kind of sucks, but shouldn't really affect me because I should be out of this trade right away. I just need a little bit more push. Oh yeah, come on. Come on. But these 5-minute imbalances, at some point price is going to want to retrace here. So, oh yeah, see, boom, got it, we're out. Perfect. I told you, once it breaks this, it'll break it aggressively. But now we're into these massive imbalances. So I'm officially out for the day. Positive, trade entered, take profit hit. I'm going to save all these streams so I can learn from them too and go back. Because it's one thing to, back test or look at like previous charts or whatever, but it's another thing to trade live. And so like you can see my emotion as I'm trading and my discipline and everything else. That's part of it. So I can also learn from my own discipline by just reviewing my actual live trading. And because I have any audience, I have to be I don't know, I have to make sure I'm doing things properly, right? So that was a perfect trade. Again, we just had these bad entries here. Just every time it hit, it just didn't break. It rejected, came up. So we just didn't get the volume to break all these entries. But hey, we're still profitable. And the thing is, what I could have done, for example, is because I knew today was going to sell off at least a little bit because it opened so high. What I could have done is, let's say I risked 1% here, 1.5 here, 2% here, and 2.5 here. I would have made 10% on this trade and then lost like whatever that would have been. 1.5 is 2.5, and another 2 is 4. So I would have lost 4.5%, but made 10 here. So more than double what I lost. So if you just understand that whatever trading strategy you try to build for yourself, it just has to be profitable. So whatever, if it's scaling up, if it's scaling down, if it's understanding that, okay, I'm probably going to lose the first few entries. Like maybe I won this one, and maybe it cracked this. New York Open 7:30 here. Maybe it cracks this, and then boom, right down here. But if that doesn't happen, odds are there's going to be a few entries, and so I'm going to have to take a few losses, which means I'm going to have to scale up in order to, when I finally hit my winner here, make it be overly profitable for the day. So I do think this has more in it. I just think it's going to have a really tough time through these imbalances here. Like you can see, once you understand imbalances, oh man, it changes everything. Like that is, if I can offer any piece of advice, it's imbalances. So like you can see how price hits this imbalance, and now look what happens. It's completely, it's getting bought up because, like I said, there's so many buyers here that as soon as price hits it, bought right up. So I'm officially out. I'm happy with that. You can see as soon as it hits this, boom, big bullish engulfing candle. I just want to see, again, as far as retracing here, we've had no pullbacks. So from this entire leg here, there's been no pullbacks. So I need to just click this. Oh, it's right here. So like, you don't want to get stuck when price decides to retrace, because if it retraces aggressively, like maybe it just comes up and fills these imbalances, but if it retraces really aggressively, it's going to come back up to here, right around my entry. And look at this, look how big this 5-minute imbalance is here. Like price is most likely going to come back up to here, which is still only a 618 retracement for this leg here. So the chances of this coming back up, very high. Especially you can see structure shifting because it's at these massive imbalances, this 1 hour, this 30-minute, there's a 15-minute a little bit further. But look at, we'll just break this down quick before I go here. But there's this 1 hour imbalance here, which price hit and is filling. And there's a 30-minute imbalance, slightly lower, which is also filling, and massive here. So a lot of buyers in here. For the imbalances, is it an indicator? Yeah, it's there's a bunch. It's just this one here. You can do it without, like I can turn this off here, and you can see anywhere where price just didn't come back. So like wick to wick, so here to here is an imbalance, and then watch if I turn this on, look, it lines up perfect. So you don't need the indicator, but I just use it. Just makes it really, really clear. It's just wick to wick, right? You can see price between here never filled. So right there, right here. Oh, that one would have. But yeah, anywhere there's just like wick to wick, no price, that's an imbalance. So I hate to be stuck with some retracement. Yeah, especially like when your trade's good, like this trade, for example, then all of a sudden it decides to retrace at any point. Then, like, not only did you lose your profit, now you're lucky if you get it at break even. But if you think about it too, um, remember how I was saying that, like, when New York, we'll go back to this personal clock thing here. As soon as London closes their positions, New York is coming in. And then, like I said, later on, California is coming in. California might want to buy this because, like, this is very bullish, obviously, and it pulled back to where there's a lot of buyers now. So, like, this might actually head higher for the day now, right? Or at least come back and retest this high. So, if it, and then Asian session into London session might be the pullback further to test these imbalances. But so there's one of two options. So either price doesn't have enough momentum in New York session to break these imbalances. Instead, it just gets bought up and filled. Then it retests this, perhaps makes it higher and keeps going because there's still range in the week. On average, it moves 214 pips in a week, and it's only at 142. So it still has about 70, 80 pips to go for the week on average. So there's still room for this to go up. And so London session, Asian session might continue it higher, especially like if it doesn't have the momentum to break these. Like I said, there's so many buyers in here that, yeah, they might just, all the shorts get eaten up, all the momentum's gone, and then it just goes up. And if you think about like California right now opening up soon, in the next hour or so, they already got their pullback. So now they're going to want to buy this potentially, right? So, like, whereas New York didn't want to buy this because it's too expensive, California got their pullback. So, couple options. Yeah, it wants to retest this, it breaks higher, or decides to keep retracing for the day. But either way, I don't want to be part of any of that. So I'm out. So I'm profitable for the day. So I'm going to get off now. It was a good session. I'm happy with it. And I will see you tomorrow.